Hi. Well, it's another beautiful day out there, though it's cold, but the sun is up, so that's a good thing. Today, I want to talk about a couple things that are interrelated. Number one is greed, and the other side of that coin is lust. Now, there's nothing wrong with getting what you want, but when you are in greed mode, basically you're treating other people as if they are objects. You're taking away their humanity. Okay? If you look at any millionaire or billionaire, whatever you want to call it, you're going to experience or see that they had to use people as objects to get where they are. Okay? And that diminishes us if you do that. If you see me as an object rather than as a person, then I am diminished. Whether or not I even know what you're thinking. Because we're all connected. Now, the problem with that is that you are no longer in contact with that being once you have viewed them as an object. Okay? We're all connected. Everybody knows that, right? But if you view someone as an object, you lose that connection. Okay? And that's kind of bad. Secondarily, it's not good for you. Okay? Because it's just piling more karmic debt upon you. The other thing is, eventually, it's going to come and hit you. All those people that you viewed as objects, it's going to come back to you, whether you know it or not. But that is the source of some of your unhappiness. So, that's a lot of good reasons for not treating people as objects. I don't know your life, and I'm sure that you live as well as you can. But when you treat someone as an object, which happens occasionally, then you are blocking your path to enlightenment. Now, the other side of that is lust. Okay, now there's lust and then there's love. Lust means that all you care about is the sex act, nothing else. And so you make that person into an object. Let's look at the word object. What does it mean? Well, it means that something is a thing. Well, there's lots of things in this world. Okay? And when you make someone into a thing, you take away their humanity. And if you are only concerned with yourself, and I'm not knocking selfishness, obviously everybody's selfish to a degree, then when you have sex with somebody, I'm not knocking sex either, okay, then you are reducing them. I don't know if anybody's ever had this experience, but you get done having sex and you feel shame. Okay? Why is that? Well, because you've treated them like an object. I mean, if you listen to people talk, you can hear it all the time. I want to get some pussy. Or I want some cock. Or whatever it is. Okay? then they're a pussy. That's all they are to you, nothing more. And when you do that, you're going to feel shame. And why should you feel shame? Because you have dehumanized someone. On the other hand, if you love someone, okay, not just their private parts, but really love someone, there shouldn't be any shame because that love was there throughout. We, as human beings, want love. Okay? Everybody knows that. Love is part of happiness to some extent. Okay? But once you dehumanize somebody, there can be no love. And that is a problem. So why are we doing this? Because our mind is focused on one thing, okay? To the exclusion of all else. Maybe we were frustrated. Maybe we didn't have the right kind of lover. Maybe whatever, okay? And so as a result, we view everything as an object, okay? When a child dies, we say, poor little thing. And, you know, that's just the way we say things. And she was not a little thing. Or he was not a little thing. Enlightenment is a process of becoming one with everything. And if you are objectifying people, okay, for whatever reason, then you're blocking your own path. Because you cannot have oneness and objectification. It's just not possible. Now, I know it's hard not to feel some of these things, or do some of these things, because it's what we've always done, right? No one ever thought about what we were doing to someone. No one ever said, hey, what are we doing? Stop. No, we go right on selfishly doing what we want to, and not really thinking about how it's affecting anyone else. Okay? And that's true of greed, and it's true of lust. The other thing is that we collectively know when we're doing something that's not right. Okay? That's why there's a lot of pain and shame in this world. Because even though we've done it, and we've gotten the satisfaction of doing it, doesn't mean that we're not hurting people, because we are. It's the same as if you rape somebody, okay? Except in this case, you're hurting them on a level that's not visible, okay? And that level is within you, and it's within the person that you're objectifying, okay? And it's kind of hard to explain, but as someone who has experienced oneness, okay, with everything, not just people, but everything, every life form on this planet, the idea of doing anything like objectifying somebody is, abhorrent. And you can't attain, it's not something to attain. You can't have oneness if you are objectifying people. And the same is true when you see somebody and you make fun of them. That's objectifying. Maybe it's a cripple. Maybe it's a retarded person. Okay? And you're standing there with your friends and you make fun of them and you get a laugh and you feel good and blah, 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 blah. But eventually it's going to come back to bite you. So try to understand that objectifying people is only going to be bad for you. It's bad for the person that you're objectifying, but it's also bad for you. And as somebody who wants good things to happen for you, they're not going to happen unless you let that go. Okay? And I know I've talked about letting go before, but I know it's a hard thing to do. But letting go of harmful activities is how you awaken. Well, it's been a pleasure as always, but the clock on the wall is telling me I have to go. So, enjoy this beautiful day, and I love you all because you're me.